We were impressed, not to say the least, when we first visited them. IGCSE is not too far off from the IB syllabus, though there is a bit of a difference in the approach.
Welcome to your Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Mr. Kiran Manjunath, whose kids are studying in the Knowledgeum Academy, which is in Jan Nagar. It's in Bengaluru and it's an IB school. Let's speak to him and understand his perspective and honest opinion about the school. So, to begin with, what made you to choose this school? What was your first impression, and what are your thoughts when you first visited the campus?
Okay, so basically, my daughter has been studying in the IGCSE, that's the Cambridge syllabus, from from the grade 1 to grade 10. She studied basically in Muscat for a few years and then in Deccan International School here in Bangalore. And then basically it was her idea that she wanted to get into an IB syllabus for her 11 and 12, which would help her to and open up more opportunities outside India. So we were on the lookout for a school with IB syllabus. We live in Banshipuri, third stage, Bangalore South. And we didn't want to make her travel a lot because 11 and 12 are important years, and if she spends half her time with the Bangalore traffic, that would not be a good choice for her academics. So we were looking at something which would be near to us. We found a couple of schools, and Knowledgeum was one of them. We were very apprehensive because we didn't have any, I would say, knowledge about it ideally when we first visited the school. We just heard, in fact, it was my daughter who searched it on the web and told, okay, there's a college as Knowledgeum, which is run by the Jain group. Let's have a look at it. So we interacted initially on the phone, and we also visited them, I think, sometime in 2023, in the beginning of 2023. And it was again with apprehension that we went in there as to it's a new school and I don't know how it is and what are the facilities and all. We visited it basically, and we were impressed, not to say the least, when we first visited them. We had an interaction with the academic coordinator, and we also had a meeting with the head of the school, Mr. Kalairajan. And he really threw light on what she should look at when we are looking out for a school and all. So in that sense, then we were also thinking, okay, how about the fee structures and all? Everything was clarified by Mr. Kalairajan in the first meeting itself. And we found that it was quite interesting. Then we had, I think, 3-4 more interactions with the school. And finally, here we are, and she's going to the school in the last 23 for her grade 11, IBDP 1.
So for your daughter, it's not just a new school, but also a new syllabus from IGCSE to IB, and the transition must have been quite challenging. So how did the school support in this entire phase, and how comfortable is she with IB at the moment?
Okay, to be clear again, IGCSE is not too far off from the IB syllabus, though there is a bit of a difference in the approach. But actually, in the school, when the school started for the IBDP 1, there were few kids from IGCSE, but there were more kids from the CBSE and the ICSE syllabus. And in fact, my daughter also was telling that for her, transitioning from an IGCSE to an IB syllabus was more easier than for the other kids. But she also told that the school management had few interactions, and they were actually giving inputs to the kids on how to look at the changes, how to face those challenges. And the teachers were very supportive. In fact, for her also, as I told you, there's not a major difference in the approach, but yes, it was a bit different. And the teachers really guided her in ensuring that she aligned with the IBDP syllabus and the requirements what the syllabus has. And I think now most of the kids, including my daughter, are past that, and they're quite happy with how the IB syllabus approach is progressing and how they are able to adapt to that.
Got it. And the general perception with IB is it has vast syllabus to cover, and there's so much that students have to go through while trying to get full hang of the syllabus. But in this process, do they get time to focus on some co-curricular activities? Does school allow the students to take part in such activities while trying to continue their focus on the academics?
Yes, Nathan, what you told is also right on the IBDP having a vast syllabus and more academic orientation for the kids to have. We knew that when we got into it. So it's not something that came out as a shock, and it was also informed by the school management to us when we interacted with them, telling that yes, it's not as easy as one would take grade 11 and 12 in other syllabus, and IBDP requires the students to concentrate more on the academics. But parallelly, yes, my daughter has had few opportunities to participate in MUNs outside the school. The school also has helped her to look into that. They had a entire day of debate last week arranged by another school where she participated, and this was something which was initiated by the school itself. So yes, there is a lot of academic focus, but there is also some amount of co-curricular activities being given opportunities for the kids. But I think probably the kids would like to have more of such opportunities, as well as some outdoor activities which would really help them in relaxing from the hectic syllabus what they are facing. So I think the school can do better in ensuring that some outdoor activities, some indoor sports, outdoor sports, and some other inter-school competitions being held at the school itself, which will also make them fresh in their mind when they come back again back into the IBDP challenges.
Got it. And for some of the parents who are considering Knowledgeum and for them to know a lot more about school, can you tell us the range at which the fee structure is in? And also, what subjects did your daughter choose in IBDP?
Yeah, it's somewhere around 5 to 7 lakhs basically per year. Again, if you look at some of these comparison with a CBSE or an ICSE school, you would definitely feel that the fee structures are quite high. But for an IB school in Bangalore, we found that the fees which are charged by Knowledgeum is quite reasonable. And also the facilities what the school is providing to the students, the student-teacher ratio, the class strength, the textbooks and uniforms being provided at no additional charge. Yeah, so though one may feel the fee structure is a bit high when you look at it, but end of the day, I think that is something which is very reasonable for an IBDP syllabus and the sort of facilities that kids are having now. Yes.
Got it. And you spoke about one aspect when it comes to the areas where the school can do better. But if you have to still be a little more critical and tell us what other areas can the school can get better, what are those things?
Not being too critical as such, see, academically, we don't have an issue with how the school is progressing. The management is having regular interaction with the kids and with us. There are regular assignments, internal assessments, essays, group projects, and presentations which are being done by the kids. And that's definitely helping them in coping with the IB requirements. Again, as I told already, what I would like to see more is some outdoor sports and maybe some indoor sports to take the stress of the kids' mind. That would be something which would really help them relax and refresh and come back prepared for the next day. So maybe an hour of some sports activities every alternate day, maybe Saturdays with a couple of hours of outdoor activities. In the sense of outdoor activities, yes, they are visiting some schools as for social causes and social responsibilities. They are definitely doing their bit. They are going out. They've visited government school, orphanages, and all such things. But again, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So ideally, that would be something which the school can look into. Yes, I think that's the only point which I feel at this point of time. What can be done better?
And does the kid get any kind of counseling or support in terms of their career management or career planning? Do they get any such advice from experts in the industry, or at least in terms of choosing the right subjects and stuff?
Okay, there was something which I missed where my daughter's subjects you had asked, and in this, I think I missed it out.
Yeah.
Okay, on the subject wise, my daughter has taken high level of math, chemistry, and biology. Then she has taken standard level of English, Spanish, and psychology. So what basically happens is these kids have the option to choose the subject what they love, and definitely you will do better when you love that subject rather than being forced to take a certain set of subjects.
True.
So in that way, the IBDP syllabus and the school also was very supportive in helping her choose the subjects initially. When she was supposed to drop physics, yes, there was quite a few questions in our mind, and it was clarified by the head of the school also. That they do have an option that they can actually sit in the class for physics just to see how well she can do, or whether she can get into physics as an additional subject. But then she did sit for some classes, but she dropped it out. So in that way, the school was very accommodative in the helping out my daughter in choosing the subject, as well as ensuring what is good for her. So that's one of the questions which I missed out answering to you. And coming back to the advice or the support which is there for her career counseling and choices, yes, I think there is a dedicated coordinator, a career coordinator, and a counseling personnel in the school who interacts with the kids regularly. She advises on what sort of fairs are happening, education fairs are happening, what they should look for. She's also given them some indications and directions on how to prepare their resume and portfolio, so that when they are in grade 12, they can start applying to the colleges and institutions outside India also. So in that way, yes, there have been a few pointers and regular support which is there. But I think they had a couple of interactions with outside professionals also, talking to the kids and pointing them in the direction that they should look at, not forcing them, but helping them probably choose what they should do and what their ideas are. Yeah.
Great. And before we wind up, sir, on scale of 10, with 10 being the highest, how likely are you to recommend the Knowledgeum Academy to any of your kith and kin? And if you can let us know that gives us a better clarity on how happy are you about the school.
Yes, as I told you, we're pretty happy with the school. No issues as such with the interaction what we're having with the management and the teachers. My daughter's never complained except for a couple of days for the hectic schedule what she had. So in that way, all of us are happy with how it's progressing. And with the limited interaction or limited time we've had, say it's around now 7-8 months that she's in the academy, I think I would rate it an 8.59. Yes.
That's great. Thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all these thoughts and opinions. It will be of great help for other parents who are looking for good schools in the same locality. And on behalf of all those parents, thanks once again for your time, sir.
Thanks, Nathan, and welcome to give me an opportunity to talk about the school. Yeah.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.